Happy Monday, friends. I hope you are doing great. And I hope that you had a great celebration during the weekend. You had a lot of stuff to celebrate. First of all, it was the Natural Black Hair Independence Day on Saturday. And then it was Independence Day on Sunday. And in fact, some people might still be celebrating today and taking a day off and just spending time with family and enjoying themselves. And I wanted to hop on live this morning because I wanted to start the week with like some thoughts and some things I felt like I needed to share with you out of my segment going out on national television on Friday about Black Hair Independence Day. So if you're new to me, I'm Fabienne Raphael. I'm a business coach for former pro and elite athletes and high achievers, and I help them monetize their knowledge so they can build their coaching empire, live their purpose, and finally change lives and have that spark that makes them wake up every day. And yeah, I wanted to share stuff with you this morning because I feel like it's really important and it's part of me being real in sharing what I've experimented and what I'm going through, but also how this is so tied up to my life mission, to what I'm doing in business, and how I do stuff every day in order to, become that better version of myself, but also see how I can make this world be better. Okay. So yeah, I mean, that segment came out on Friday evening, and it was there were segments on, of course, it was shared on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. And of course, out of curiosity, I go and check, if a lot of people are aware of it, like if they've watched it and all that stuff, and how the reactions were out of this segment. And YouTube was filled with hate comments, or like comments of people saying, why is it so worth it to talk about this on the news? This is not newsworthy. I was treated as if like I was a poor woman, that my hair looked like a sponge. Get over it. It's only hair. Can we stop making everything an issue? Society hates it, whatever. And all that stuff like made me realize, oh my God, like really, is this is the exact reason why things are definitely not necessarily evolving or changing. It's because a lot of people, they decide to stay where they're at and not move towards any type of change, or not really thinking about anything, or not putting themselves in the place of other people, and not understanding why this is a topic that's worth, being on the news and all that stuff. If it wasn't, then it would have not been featured, definitely. And of course, like with everything that's been going on the last year, the last 2 years, and all that fight against social justice and equality, well, it's a slight part of the big problem that we have with that inequality existing in our world today. And I feel that if we don't talk about it, or if we pretend that it doesn't exist, well, guess what? Nothing's going to happen and nothing's going to change. What I was really happy though to witness is that when I shared, it was on Saturday when I shared on Facebook, how it was the Black Natural Hair Independence Day, and invited, some people to share their picture with their natural hair and their stories. Well, this was extremely positive because a lot of people decided to engage and participate into sharing, owning themselves and wearing the afro and wearing their crown so beautifully and so proudly. I felt that this was showing hope. So of course we have two groups of people: those people who really want to educate themselves, being more aware of stuff and really doing something into making this world a better place. And you have these other people who stay stuck where they are and who are not curious, who are not putting themselves in the place of people experimenting that unfairness and more than that, and it just like settling into what they've always known and considering still that Black people are not worth the same as other people on this planet, which is so unfortunate from my point of view. So this whole thing was just a part of me expressing what I really stand for, what my values are, and how I feel that wearing my natural hair fits also with what I'm teaching in business and what I'm expressing whenever I'm on a live stream with you, or if you meet me live. I mean, you won't necessarily see the difference. You won't see the difference. In fact, I'm the same person that is talking to you right now. And if you meet me, same energy, same dynamism. Can I say that? Anyways, I'm dynamic, I'm social, and all that stuff. So there's no difference. And to me, it's just part of being in total integrity with myself, and also inspiring those young Black women, those people like wondering if one day they can do whatever they want, or if they could actually express themselves freely without having any judgment, or people judging them out of what they look like, how they style their hair, and what is the color of their skin, right? So yeah, it's your choice. I mean, you decide if you want to stay in the same situation, or if you want to do stuff in order to become better and help that world change, right? It's funny because like lately again, like Tokyo decided to ban those swimming caps that were actually conceived especially for people with thicker hair or for afro hairs, and it was banned at the Olympics. And then again, like this is like just asking me the question, okay, so where are we going? Sometimes I feel like we are progressing, and sometimes I'm like, get out, like why? Of course, more and more I feel that more and more Black athletes are swimming and competing in the pool, stuff that we didn't see that much like many years ago. But it's so refreshing to see that. And then a company try to find a solution and help with the swimming caps, and Olympics like just slaps that away. So it's like sometimes I'm like, what's going to happen? And the more that a lot of people are doing great things for things to go ahead and forward, like also at the same time, some other people that have like huge type of influence, they could have a huge type of influence. They don't use it in the right way, and then it brings us like backwards instead of putting us like forward like we should, right? So oh my God, I didn't say hello to Bethan. Hi. Hi. Nice to see you here. Okay. So the thing is, for me, I feel that the best response that I can give is just like to be in integrity with myself, to always be honest with sharing my values, and to show it in my business, and to make my business work like the most possible, to show everyone that, and inspire others that it's possible to own your life and to shine towards the people that you're helping, and to make it a living and more with building a profitable business, right? And also like that has to and a direct influence and impact on your relationships, on your self-confidence, on the opportunities that might come out of that. And in fact, like I'm not going to lie with you, there's one opportunity that came out of me sharing this on the news on Friday. And also like, a lot of people sharing their story and all that stuff, which I truly, truly appreciate, right? Because that's part of creating a change, and that's part of helping us have a world that is, like judgment free, and just free to live in, and no fear out of, okay, what's going to happen because I'm a Black woman, I'm a Black man, and I'm going out and I wear locks, or I wear braids, or I have my afro and all that stuff. So yeah. um there's this book that I read lately. It's called Ubuntu. And it really, really made me see things from another perspective. In fact, it's asking the world to lead with empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion. Um, so, which is not necessarily easy to do, right? But that could be a work in progress, and that could be like the really like what will lead this world to be a better world, and what will help us go forward in all the aspects of our lives. um so yeah, I had those hate comments, but I didn't I decided not to go into a fight with it, because I feel that the influence was greater on maybe other people that didn't write anything, and all those people who sent me those positive comments and who shared their story with me, right? Um, so this is what I want to do. I want to work into making this planet more socially just, if I can say it like that. And it starts with, me, what I'm doing, and how I treat my people in my environment, my colleagues, my business colleagues, for example, or my clients, or my friends, my family, whoever I get in touch with on this planet. And of course, I can't do anything about people who just decide to stay ignorant about everything that Black people are experimenting. But I'm hopeful that creating awareness will be like the beginning of instilling some reflections and some change into more and more people's lives. So that's the message I wanted to share with you today. And if you have anything to say about this, feel free to comment below. I'm really open to hear what you have to say. And I'm really looking forward to hear and read your stories. And here, Bethan, you said you would love to share your story with me. Go ahead and do that. If you don't want to do it in the comments, then you could definitely send me a personal message and we can have a conversation about that. But definitely, like, I felt that I needed to come out here and tell you that, and it might and it might happen to you like in different settings. For me, it happened for that segment on the news, but some people receive hate comments, or they have trolls in their feed on social media out of something they share, something they did in business, or sharing their success stories, or sharing their struggles and all that stuff. So my message is to keep staying true to yourself. And as soon as like you are, then whatever you share with the world, as long as it's intentional and people see like the true you through what you're sharing, then you shouldn't be ashamed, or you can't control what people will comment out of what you decide to share with the world. And always tell yourself that there is at least one person that resonates with what you said, and that you might be changing their day or their month or their life in a certain way. And sometimes you might not even know about it. Okay. So keep staying true to yourself. That's one of my mantras, staying true to myself and to my feelings, and also like dedicated into expressing my life mission. And so share with me your stories below. And if not, send me a personal message. I'll be happy to hear you. And I will see you soon for another live stream. All right. Take care. Bye.